Yabbies Inlet. You see it's sunrise. It's sensational out here. It's probably 5-knot westerly blowing. There's a Hornybrook Bridge. Sunrise, I'm setting up. Hopefully it's another whiting session, but we'll see what the Bream are doing as well. I brought 3 baits. It's going to be a bit of a challenge. See which one they're chewing on today. Some rockworms, yabbies, or prawns. So we'll see what the outcome is. Just going to show you what I've got here. I'm some yabbies yesterday, so I've got them. Got the Tallulah whiting and Bream. There's some rockworms. Also dug yesterday at the same time. And good old green banana prawn. So far, prawns and the yabbies are the things that are happening, what they're biting. Selection of undersized Bream and the whiting with one stingray. Slack tied at the moment, so I just wanted to show you what I'm using. This one here is I'm using for the whiting, hopefully. Just another long shank for the yabby there, and just another little size 4 for this worm. Two hook setup on a light little 6-foot rod. Again, using the Alvy. I usually like to use the Alvy in the tidal. When the current's running nicely, you can wind it backwards slowly into a melon holes, into a waiting whiting. That's the plan, but it doesn't seem to be happening right at this stage because it is change of tide time. They tend to go off the bite, off the chew. Once this water starts running again, we should be able to start getting some action. This little spot here, hopefully on the edge of these mangroves, the Bream will start using the shade as the sun comes up and just hide in there as the tide's going out. This is the other rod I'm running. This one's supposed to be for Bream. It's set up for Bream. I've got a 1/0 circle hook on it. Fairly long leader, 12 pound fluorocarbon light sinker. And the Shimano bait runner. I just throw that out and put the bait runner mode on. Just wait for it to go zzz. And I put slide those green prawns on. Coming out of the inlet a little bit, doing a drift. You see there's hardly any wind at all. And this light current. Yeah, I'm moving along. The water's just too clear. Fish don't like it when it's too clear. You can see the bottom, it's only about 1 metre deep. It's all happening here now. I've had 4 nice size Bream, 28 to 30 sort of area, all in quick succession, all basically on the prawns. Prawns are outdoing the yabbies and the worms at this stage. Maybe because the prawns are still sort of running in the rivers out in the bay here. Those banana prawns, so that must be their favourite food at the moment. I'm just drifting across a shallow area. It seems to be where they are, 1.1 metre deep. To sort of be a sandy, muddy, shelly bottom. The Bream are all sitting on this. Good thing about drifting here in these flats is that you don't get to tend to catch many stingrays. Sitting in one spot, you get a stingray for sure. Drag along like this. Doesn't give them time to suck it down. So one less vermin to worry about. Stingray. I stopped drifting. I was picking up a lot of. I've got a fish here. I was picking up a lot of shells, so I stopped drifting. It's anchored up, threw out, and instantly got a stingray, just as I thought. This one doesn't feel like a stingray, so I'll pull her in and see what we got here. Turns out it's a nice sized bream, probably close to 30, 29 centimetre, 30, on some yabbies. So the yabbies are coming back now. Prawns and then probably yabbies in second place at the moment. To be fair, the last stingray broke my double hook rig setup. That was the last one I had. So I've just gone to a single hook on both rods now. And so it's Yabbie versus prawn now. Tally so far, I think it's about 5 nice bream in there. Mostly caught on those prawns. Oh, got a winder here, hang on, let's get this thing going. Yeah, there's some fish on here. Let me, it can't be a stingray because we're drifting. I'll cut out and show you what it is. Right, it's just our buddy, Mr. Brimbo, caught on a prawn again. Not the biggest one today, probably about 27. It's alright though, we'll keep that. Throw another prawn out. Oh, what was I saying too? Caught a large number of, well, fair few flounder whilst drifting, all undersized. Caught 1 or 2 flathead as well, all undersized. Can't keep those fellas. I caught a lot of undersized bream sitting anchored up around the island, and since I've come out here though, all oversized bream. I think about half of them have been whilst anchored, half have been whilst drifting, so bream don't seem to care. Definitely the flounder and the flathead like drifting. I just pulled in a 26 centimetre bream on this Yabbie, the Yabbie one, Yabbie bait line, and I'm pretty sure whilst I was doing that I had a flathead on this one, prawn. I lost it when I pulled it back in. It had a certain chompiness to the prawn. It said I've been in a flathead mouth, but I missed it. It's a nasty looking storm, not nasty, but some rain coming this way. Probably got a little bit of time, but I'd rather go in. Probably got 7 or 8 nice bream. It's probably okay. So what I've learnt, What have I learnt today? Drifting's good. Drifting reduces your stingray counts, and I think another thing is to have a bit of an explore. Whilst I was there, oh hang on, I've got something on this one. That's crikey, it's gone off. Hang on, looking good. It's probably. Give me a sec, and I'll come back to that one. Turns out it's another good sized bream, 27, 29ish, somewhere 28, we'll say. That one's on Yabbie this time. Yabbies are coming back. Should say one thing I've learnt then: pick up a camera and start talking, because every time I do it, I think I've got a fish on today. So that's one thing. I was going to say explore. While I was drifting, I could see the bottom, and the bottom the changes in bottom is where the fish changed as well. There was a lot of shell in one spot, and that's where all the bream were, on the sandy banks, or sandy shelly bottom with the mud. Now they've come on purely sand. The numbers have dropped seems to be bream and flathead and flounder here. But that shelly spot was really good. There's a lot of bream there. So have a look around. That's probably one thing I can say. Have a look around, especially when it's low. Everyone says that. Low tide or when the water's low, you can see what's on the bottom. You want bottom, you want some structure, something where they can feed. So have a look around. What else I've learnt today too, the prawn seem to be the better bait here in the inlet at the moment. Yabbies came in, although Yabbies were doing the job, but it's probably 2-3 to 1. So yeah, match what's around at the time, I guess, is the one thing to take away from it. I'm going in, as I said, the storm's coming over, there's some lightning bolts. If you heard that, that was a bit of that's a rumble. So it's time to get out. Yeah, oh, I should say, when I was filming then too, the other rod went off. So yes, I learned that if you're filming, that's when the fish bite. I think it was a flathead because I let go of it and it had a chomp again. Chomp marks on the prawn. Alright, this is what we end up with. 10 bream. A couple of nice ones in there. Probably averaging around 27, 28. This one might be 130 in there. This one might be a 30. Or this one of the two. But yeah. Prawns seem to be the go at this stage with these fellas. And what I want to say is what I tend to do with these with bream, with these smaller ones, I'll just leave on the bone, a hole like this, so just scale and gut them. These bigger ones, a 30 plus sort of thing, I will like to turn them into fillets. Well, that's a filleted bream. It's probably close to 29, 20, 28 maybe. I didn't measure it, but there's not a whole lot of fillet that comes off, so that's why it's not worth really filleting under that sort of size. 29, 30. Better to keep them on the bone, on the frame, and eat them off straight off. Also skinned, so as you can see, skin has been taken off. Alright, so that can now be used as crab pot bait.